Hello friends, I have a quick review for you today. This is the Sigma 45mm f2.8 DG/DN contemporary lens. The reason this review will be short is that I don't have a lot to say other than this is a wonderful lens. I mean, the lens itself is even short and sweet, but I'll stick around talking about it long enough to share a bunch of photos that I captured with it. Let's go. Quick interruption. Members, don't miss this week's member exclusive video where I packed up a ton of gear for a road trip. I will link to it in the description. If you're not a member though, but you're curious about these weekly members only videos, the long form courses, and the members only email address that allows me to get back to members more quickly, there is a link in the description to learn more about channel membership as well. But back to the review. Sigma's contemporary line of lenses aims to be portable while maintaining a high level of optical performance. These are your everyday lenses. You get a lot of lens capability for significantly less money than their OEM counterparts. But we'll come back around to pricing a little bit later. Let's look at some more results. This lens is available for Sony E and Leica L mounts, which includes the non-Leica bodies that have the L mount. Thank you to the L Mount Alliance. And I used it on both the Sigma FP, which I had borrowed from Sigma, and my own Leica SL2. I will include links to those reviews down in the description. I'm glad I was able to try the lens on two very different cameras. On the Sigma FP, it gave me a compact camera setup that was really reminiscent of my Fujifilm X100V or the Leica Q2. It was just easy to toss into my bag for a day out. And on my Leica SL2, which is a larger body with a higher resolution sensor, I was able to see how the lens did on a larger body. It was great. And how it would stand up to the scrutiny of that higher resolution sensor. Prime lenses are always a treat because they tend to be sharper than zoom lenses, and they typically open up to wider apertures than zoom lenses. And they're also generally more compact. This lens checks all of those boxes. Now, you won't find the unreal sharpness across the frame when shooting wide open with this lens that you will with the Sigma Art lenses. But really, I imagine most of you wouldn't notice that step down from the Art lenses for sharpness. Only those pixel peepers out there will see that. And this lens is enjoyable to use, which shouldn't be underestimated. It is very important for me. And this is a robust, compact, easy to use option. Let's look at the lens itself. This little guy is solid. It is made of metal, and even the hood is metal. There is an aperture ring, a focus ring, and a switch to go between autofocus and manual focus on the lens, but that's it. It is very minimal, and the rings are really easy to grab a hold of and to use. I appreciate that because it means that I don't have to think about using the lens. I can have the camera up to my eye and find these rings and use them very easily. There is dust and splash proofing at the mount only, but I did have it out in the rain with no issues. You just want to keep in mind that while some water drops are okay and some dust is okay, you don't want to have it out in the downpour or a sandstorm, and it's a good idea to clean the lens off, dry it off every so often. One important thing to note with this lens is the silent autofocus. Sigma's DG/DN line of lenses all have this feature, and quiet is always nice, but the real benefit comes when you are shooting video because you won't hear focus noise while the camera tracks the subject. Last, let's discuss price. This lens is $549 in the US. There are no direct comparisons I can make for E-mount or L-mount. However, Sony does have several options for a 50mm prime lens for the E-mount. They range in price from just under $250 to just under $1,500, and with a range in image and build quality just as broad. Leica has a 50mm f2 lens for the L mount, which is listed at just under $5,000. And then there are a slew of other Sigma lenses and other brands that will work for both the E mount and the L mount. What you are getting with this Sigma 45mm f2.8 DG/DN contemporary lens is high quality in a compact and robust package that is also fun to use. If you are looking for a normal lens, which means a lens in the range of 45 to 50 millimeters, you can argue with me on that range down in the comments if you want, but if you are looking for that general range for your Sony E mount or your Leica L mount body, give this a look. I'll link to it in the description of this video. Before you go check out that lens though, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I share new videos on all things photography every week. In fact, I will be sharing my full review of the Sigma 100 to 400 mm f5 to 6.3 DG/DN/OS contemporary lens, along with the 2 teleconverters that were introduced with it, very soon. Once that goes live, I will link to it in the description as well. Thank you for watching.